there, welcome back to another detective science video. I hope you all guys are fine. About me, I am also fine. So today we are going to discuss about a new topic. But before starting, please like, subscribe and share. And let's get into it. So today we are going to talk about the bacteriophage. You may not have heard of it because you don't know it. Let's talk about it. The bacteriophage is the most deadliest living organism on the world, and it's also the most populated organism in the world. You can find bacteriophages everywhere, in your mouth, in your intestines, your eyes, in almost everywhere. And that may scare you. I'm warning you, that may scare you because the bacteriophages is the most deadliest being on the earth. Then why are we not being hurt? It is because when it commits murder for breakfast, it targets bacteria. But it also has its pros and cons. It depends on other living bacteria to reproduce. Otherwise, it's just like a virus. It's just like a virus that can do nothing. So here's how it works. There are like there are many different types of bacteriophages which target many different types of bacteria and their relatives. Here's how it works. A bacteriophage enters the water and targets a member of an unlucky bacteria family. And so it connects its tail-like end to the surface of the bacteria and starts making a weird motion which contains and then inserts its genetic information into the bacteria. And then the bacteria is forced to produce the important things that the bacteriophages need to reproduce. And when they are fully completed, they produce an enzyme which makes a pressure so high that the insides of the bacteria burst and then all the insides spill out. And then new bacteriophages are released and the cycle starts anew. So it mainly targets bacteria. But also it has been enjoying the company of the second most dangerous being on planet Earth, us, humans. Since 2016 right now, there have been tests including the bacteriophages being inserted in the human body because we were getting desperate and we definitely screwed up. So before, in the 90s or 80s, there was this fear that if you get a small cut from the wrong pond or puddle, you will die. Bacteria were storming back then. They were the most deadliest thing known to man back then. But then 100 years ago, we found a solution named antibiotics. The antibiotics were so helpful, in fact, that we stopped thinking of bacteria as bad guys. Now we think that they are just like small things like this. Let me tell you, this contains bacteria and we aren't even scared of it today. It only affects the old in our view, and we take more and more antibiotics to get more and more rid of bacteria. But bacteria are also things that can evolve, and it was not soon before bacteria became immune to such antibiotics, most of the antibiotics, and such bacteria are called superbugs. As I speak, I'm actually pretty serious right now. As I speak, this immunity is spreading around the world. The time that you can die to a small cut are coming back. And bacteriophages might be our savior. Because bacteriophages are very specialized killers. If you insert them into a body, they are so specialized, in fact, that if they try to harm our human cells thinking that it's a bacteria, they will get out of the way. They're finding out that this is not a bacteria. They're very specific in choosing their next victims. They only target bacteria, as I told you. So even if we try to like harm a human cell, they will fail. They just politely ignore each other, the human cell and the bacteriophage. But also, there's one more thing that we like about this bacteriophages. So as I said that there's been this war going around and bacteria became immune to antibiotics. So if bacteria can become immune to antibiotics, can't they also become immune to phages? Well, here's the problem that comes with bacteria, and we have definitely got them in a dilemma. So if they even want to become immune to even a few of the bacteriophage species, they have to give up their antibiotics resistance. So if they are immune to phages, they are not immune to antibiotics, and if they are immune to antibiotics, they are not immune for phages. Now that is a serious dilemma right there, and we're going to probably need it because bacteria are becoming immune against antibiotics, and we probably need the phages help. But even though this treatment is successful, they didn't get much attention in the first because the NDA didn't recommend it for safety first. But in 2016, they were given extensive care of the bacteriophage, and then they were approved. You can go to your store right now. You can go to your doctor right now and ask them if they have a bacteriophage treatment. They will not have it, but major hospitals may have it. So we've got them. Also, I'm going to tell you one example of how this actually proves me, because you may think that I'm just joking. No, seriously, no. So there was this one patient who had got a bacteria in the heart. He had no chance of surviving. The bacteria was resistant to most antibiotics. Even alcohol couldn't kill the bacteria. So what they decided to do, they inserted a few antibiotics to which the bacteria was immune to and a few phages. So the bacteria got immune to the phages, but dropped its immunity to the antibiotics. And guess what happened? He got treated within a few days of extensive care. He got treated. So bacteriophages might be our next big success. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe and share. As I told you before, it's your choice. So bye.